It's the NBA. Brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Noel trying to break loose. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and have... The same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Fame.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And using his quick, active hands, Wall has a knack for propelling fast breaks into action.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. A baseline jam. And he overshot that one, missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Takes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
It's stolen. Off with the layup.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek Freak.
Here's Giannis. After the basket by San Antonio. Valanciunas. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And there's the drive. A floater. That one, no good. New Orleans leading by 7. The kick out to Wall. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. San Antonio again missing. Burks on the wing. Outside, Wall. Five on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
And not usually what we see from him. 3 turnovers already in the game.
Here's Rozier. He takes it in.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving. Don't sit back and be passive.
And it's Wall with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 8-point game. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Here's Hawkins. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Rozier into the lane. From 17 feet out. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's Hawkins. A three-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Rozier. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here is Hawkins. 1 second left. And he jams it with authority.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans. New Orleans leading by 10.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason break.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Pass to Hawkins. Now, here's Burks. He's covered by Brown. Here is Hawkins. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kelly Oubre. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, And that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Hawkins with it. Now defended by Oubre. Hurts' shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pelicans leading by 9. Pass to Hawkins. New Orleans moving the ball around. There's McDaniels. A three-pointer, no good. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Up top, Brown. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And finished off by McDaniel.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Giannis. Nice move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
He's off on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Inside, Osman. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Vassell in the corner. And the Pelicans miss again. Spurs trail by 7. Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. For 3, Ross. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Murphy. Driving inside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the paint. It's picked off. All with the steal. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Here's Rozier. And a missed layup. And it's Wall with the ball for the Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Vassell. Over Murphy. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. From deep, Wall. Here's Brown. In close, he hits it. Brown's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pelicans.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Goes in for the dunk.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Rebound, San Antonio. Richard, one of the greatest coaches in the history of pro basketball, a guy you played for, Greg Popovich, on March 11th, 2022, broke the all-time winningest mark for a head coach in the NBA.
And what's so special is all of those victories are coming with the Spurs. And look, I had an opportunity to apologize to Pop, because if it wasn't for me, he probably would have gotten here sooner.
Well, I think he would say that's completely not true. But he had to be one of the great coaches you played for.
It was. My career got extended because of the things that I learned in San Antonio. If I wouldn't have had that experience with him and their coaching staff, I would never have played as long as I did.
On the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Burks can't get it to go.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Pass to Osman. For the lead. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side. And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half. And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Burks. Looking to end the run. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Burks has got the game tied up here for New Orleans. Steps back. Brown with it. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
So both teams making some changes here. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Here's Murphy. And Valanciunas pulls it down. The Pelicans trail. To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
And a terrific offensive display here from Giannis, just reminding us of how dominant he can be.
And Jones slams it in.
Derrick Jones Jr.
Oh, just solid on the A one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. San Antonio making a switch here. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Ross on the wing. Here's Rozier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
Pass to Vassell. Ross with the steal. Al Murphy for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
San Antonio.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. That one goes in. Murphy's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up, and that helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Burks on the wing. From the arc. Rebound San Antonio. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rozier for 3. Drills it from outside. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
And over the course of his career, Rozier has really improved his three-point numbers. That offseason work on the jumper has paid off big time.
16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rozier for 3. There's the triple. Doesn't go that time. Rozier with the steal. It could go. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. New Orleans making a switch here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach talk to his team. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end, stay connected to the shooters. The offensive end, don't have an open shot, pass it around. See if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Spurs leading by 8. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the inside. Latrey. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete.
perfectly. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's San Antonio. 6-point lead. And he gets the bucket. He's got 26.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Burks in the corner. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Noel down low. Goes back up. And the shot is long.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. Hawkins. Pass to McDaniels. It's Hawkins on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for San Antonio. Both shots good from the stripe.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Burks on the wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Back to Burks. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
And that's an intentional foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Osman. To the left wing. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 7. Giannis inside. Burks with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. .130 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he misses the dunk. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for New Orleans. Pass to Hawkins. And he banks in the layup. Hawkins has got 5 points now this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Here's McDaniels. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And the passing skills of Giannis continue to improve. His floor awareness has grown through the years.
Pass to Noel. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And he drops in the way up off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. With the drive.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now McDaniels.